Good evening, everyone. It's the Activated One New Brighton breaking down the riots in the Twin Cities. Now, it's real simple. See, when you look into that police officer's eyes, look real deep into his eyes. That police officer, he wasn't even in his right state of mind. You know what he was under? He was under hypnosis. And then I hear a lot of people out here saying that it's fake news, that it's a hoax. No, it really happened. It really happened. But when you look into that police officer's eyes, he was under hypnosis. Now I'm gonna give you an example. Go back to what happened to Philando when Philando got killed. This all happened in Minnesota. I'm from Minnesota. I grew up in St. Paul, and I lived in Minneapolis. So with the Philando case, go back and look at that video at the Philando case, right? After that police officer had shot Philando, watch his reactions. Watch his reactions. His reactions was like he snapped out of hypnosis. See, because all this stuff is being played out to get y'all to be emotional. To get y'all, like my mentor said, y'all just emotional, man. Y'all let stuff go so far when you really don't need to. You really don't need to. And you protesting and rioting for what? What are you doing that for? My mom, she lives in St. Paul. She lives downtown St. Paul. My mom lives in downtown St. Paul. And now she can't even, she's mobile. She has her own vehicle. But at the same time, she can't even go to the nearest grocery store. She can't go to the nearest liquor store. She can't do any of that because of the rioters. And then you got these agents being planted in the community to cause chaos and confusion. But one thing about chaos and confusion, law and order is always going to trump that. Look at the solar systems. The solar system was made. It wasn't created. Everything was put in place because that's an order. Everything was put in place because that's an order. When the solar systems was created, it was an order system. Every planet serves a purpose for the solar system. Jupiter serves a purpose. Saturn serves a purpose. Neptune serves a purpose. Mars serves a purpose. And they're all working in order with the sun, the corona, the sun, the portal. Because suns ain't nothing but portals. Because when they implode, they turn into black holes, which the black holes is a portal into the other dimensions. That's that's why stuff can come out the sun, and when the sun implodes, turns into a supernova, then the I'm trying to get the right word here, the minerals, the atoms, and all that stuff, and the souls. The souls can go into the different dimensions. So yeah, like I said, look into that police officer's eyes, even with the Philando case, because 95% of these police killings, 95% of these police killings allegedly are all legit. It's just that they didn't comply. But then the other 5%, that's what they're pushing. They're going to push the 5%. They're going to push the one that, like I'm just using Philando as an example. Philando, when you look at that video, when he shot Philando, look at that police officer. It's like he snapped out of hypnosis. He was under a spell. He was under a spell. And see, the electrified ones that's on the planet right now, you can't get nothing past us. See, y'all get emotional and y'all can't see nothing. That's why I said y'all need us on this planet. Y'all need us. And one thing about the riots in Minneapolis, I just rode through Minneapolis um, today. Everything boarded up. Everything boarded up. There's particle board everywhere. So who made the money off the particle board? Menards, Home Depot. They're the ones that made all the money off the particle board. They probably ran out. Menards probably ran out of particle board. Then they probably had to go to Home Depot or Lowe's or something just to get the particle board to board up their businesses. But the only way you don't tear nothing down. The only thing you got to do is stop spending money with them. When you go to your little local store, this and that, the only place you need to be spending money at is right now is at Walmart and Menards. And then you go online and you find businesses that you want to spend with your money with online. That's why Amazon's out right now, and online is in the online market is being pushed right now because you can monopolize your money. It's where you spend your money. You don't tear down the infrastructure. Who do you think taught them? Who do you think taught them law and order? We did. We taught them law and order. See, they flipped everything and made y'all be the savages. Made y'all be the caveman. Y'all the cavemans now. Y'all the savages now. Y'all the ones that has a tribal mindset. Y'all the ones that have a tribal mindset. And see, that's the thing with everything being altered and shifted. You can't stop evolution. Evolution is going to happen. You can go on Google and look up evolution. I don't even Google nothing because I deal with intel. I don't deal with information. That's why nobody will go against us. They can't. This is real. This is not a game. So when it was rioting in Minneapolis and St. Paul, they hit the liquor stores, they hit the supermarkets, the grocery stores, they hit the Foot Lockers. I think allegedly they hit like some banks and stuff too. But at the same time, when 3 or 4 days go by, what happens? All that stuff you got is gone. It's gone. Three or 4 days ain't nothing. You don't got no more pants to sell. You don't got no more liquor to sell. Now you sitting there, and then if you don't have no transportation, because they shut down the trains, because in St. Paul, I grew up in St. Paul, because in St. Paul, in Minneapolis, the light rail runs down the heart of the city. They shut that down. So you gotta start thinking. Y'all don't use y'all's minds. You don't use your minds. And then I had one cat on the internet talking about some, oh well, you got these old cats making videos and they ain't out there in the streets and doing this and doing that for what? What are you gonna be out there for? Ain't nothing out there. The only thing that you need to be worried about is your mind. The electricity, the elect. The only thing you need to be worried about is your mind, because your mind is connected to the whole universe. It's an electricity. It's a when you look at if you go online and you look at the universe, everything's connected. That's when I broke down the portals. Everything's connected, but you have to be connected to the universe to move forward when you pass away. Because one thing everybody has in common, everybody gonna die. Everybody gonna die. And see, I'm back and forth. I'm going to this dimension, I'm in this dimension, and I'm going to the upper dimensions. I'm back and forth. That's why in the movie The Matrix, when they had plugged in Neo, and then Neo was plugged in, but then what happened? When he was plugged in, he was going into the system, the computer, but he was somewhere else. That it's real. The Matrix is real. The Avatar, that's real too. Like I said, the crows get the hell up out of here. Ain't no crows coming over here. My 2 Oreo birds attack them every day, all day. And they ain't playing no games either. So when you look at the movie The Matrix, when Neo's sitting in that chair and they plug him into the system, he was somewhere else, but then when he was somewhere else, he was actually mentally somewhere else. See, that's what the Matrix means, because everything that these movies and stuff that's putting out here, they're for a reason. So when Neo was plugged in, he was going back and forth. He was going back and forth. He was in the reality, and then he was in the computer system. That's why the ones on the planet right now, we're going back and forth. We're seeing this shit how it's playing out, and you can't get nothing past us. But if you look at that police officer's eyes in that video, and then I'm not even talking about the Floyd incident. I'm talking about Philando. When he got done shooting Philando, he snapped out of something, and he was looking concerned, like, what the hell I just do? Did I just kill this dude? This and that, because they're under hypnosis. They're under a spell. They're under a spell. And see, that's why y'all can't see none of this, because y'all too emotional. Y'all too emotional. Y'all let the internet, social media, all that stuff flood your mind. Your mind is an organic computer. That's what your mind is. It's an organic computer. And you guys flooding all this stuff in your mind, you can't process this stuff. Some of y'all can't accept the quarantine. You guys depended on the beast for so long with your jobs and all this stuff, and now they're showing you that they don't even care about you. So yeah, but when you look at that other police officer's eyes in the Floyd one, right? Look at his eyes. He was under hypnosis. This ain't a game. This is real. That's why y'all need us on this goddamn planet to move this shit forward. Y'all still playing around with these little information cats and ain't messing with the intel. Always digging and looking for something in the libraries where the lies are buried. That's why I maneuver when I hit the city, because I don't stay in the city. I stay a little bit out the city. You don't really want to be in the city. You want to be a little bit out the city, but you don't want to be too far, where you're way out the city. You don't want to be too far out the city. But yeah, break it down to riots. Now, when I went through St. Paul, wasn't nothing open. You know what's so funny? They hit everything in St. Paul, but they didn't touch Popeyes. That's how simple-minded Negroes think, man. They didn't even touch Popeyes. Y'all should have went up there and got y'all some chicken. Don't y'all like chicken? Don't y'all like a lot of chicken? They didn't even hit Popeyes. Then they left the Arab store where they sell the fish at. They didn't even hit that either. You see? Your minds have to be activated. We're the only ones that can do that for you. That's it. There's nobody else on the planet. We are the Avengers. That's it. So when you look into that police officer's eyes with Philando, Floyd, they was under hypnosis. They was under a spell to carry out whatever type of agenda they was going to carry out. And you fell for the bait. Now, when they start binging y'all cell phones off these towers, they start binging y'all cell phones and finding out who's rioting. And then when the National Guard put up these checkpoints, and they're going to run your facial recognition, they're going to run your face, and they're going to figure out that you a menace to society, and then you might be in the FEMA camp. Because you wanted some Nikes or some shoes. You want to be a savage. Got some simple-minded Negro talking about these teachers out here, they weren't out in the riots. For what? What we gonna be out there for? I'm 41 years old. What the hell I look like running through a goddamn with some teenagers and some agents that been planted and take and do what they say. I'm not finna do what nobody say. That's the only reason why I wear a mask when I wear these stores. Do you think I want to wear a mask? No, I don't want to wear a damn mask. The reason why I do is because I hate people to tell me what to do. That's why I wear my mask. I don't wear it because I'm scared of the coronavirus. I wear it because I don't want nobody to tell me nothing what to do. That's why I wear it. But it's the activated one. If you look into that police officer's eyes, don't even look at the Floyd one. Go back and look at Philando. Because that was a bogus killing. Like I said, 95% of the police killings allegedly are legit. The other 5%, they're going to push. And then have you simple-minded Negroes go out here and get stuck with these agents. And then they're going to start binging your cell phones off these towers and find out which one's the savages. Which one's the savages. Riding through Minneapolis, I'm riding through Minneapolis, riding through St. Paul, just looking at everything. I had to go sit in the sun for a minute and receive this intel. The corona. But yes, the activated one, New Brighton, good night.